Hidden in drawers, jars, and old coin albums around the world are pieces of history that many people overlook every single day. Among them are the fascinating French 20 centimes coins from the 1960s, especially the 1963 and 1967 issues that collectors sometimes connect with the broader excitement surrounding rare bicentennial-era collectibles. At first glance, these coins look ordinary, small bronze-colored pieces that once passed from hand to hand in everyday French markets. Yet collectors know that even simple circulation coins can carry remarkable stories and surprising value. The words engraved on the coin, Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, represent the powerful ideals of the French Republic: liberty, equality, and brotherhood. These ideals, combined with elegant wheat designs and the classic style of French minting, make the coin visually beautiful and historically meaningful. When people discover one of these coins, they often wonder whether they are holding something truly valuable, something that could transform a forgotten piece of pocket change into a collector's treasure. The 1963 France 20 centimes coin is one of those fascinating historical pieces that quietly carries decades of European history in its small circular form. At first glance, it may appear to be just another old coin, but when collectors and history lovers take a closer look, they realize that this small bronze-colored coin represents an important period in the story of the French Republic. The coin proudly displays the powerful national motto, Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, which translates to liberty, equality, and brotherhood, three ideals that define the spirit of France. In the center of the design, the bold number 20 stands prominently, surrounded by elegant wheat branches that symbolize prosperity, agriculture, and the strength of the French people. Coins like this were once used every day in small shops, cafes, and markets across France during the era when the French franc was the official currency. Millions of people carried them in their pockets, never imagining that decades later collectors and enthusiasts would examine them carefully as historical artifacts. Over time, many of these coins disappeared from circulation as they were lost, melted, or simply worn out from constant use, which is why surviving examples in good condition attract much more attention today. The warm aluminum-bronze composition gives the coin a distinctive golden tone, making it both durable and visually appealing. When collectors discover a well-preserved 1963 coin with sharp lettering and clear details, it often becomes a prized addition to a collection. Even though many examples were produced, time has reduced the number of high-quality pieces that remain. This is why coin enthusiasts enjoy searching through old collections and inherited coin boxes, hoping to find a brilliant example from this year. Beyond its collector appeal, the coin also tells the story of a nation rebuilding and moving forward during the mid-20th century. France in the early 1960s was experiencing economic growth, cultural change, and renewed national confidence, and the design of the coin reflects that optimism. The wheat branches symbolize abundance, the motto reflects the values of the Republic, and the simple yet elegant layout shows the traditional style of French minting. Holding a 1963 20 centimes coin is like holding a small piece of that moment in history, a reminder of everyday life in a different era when coins passed through countless hands in markets and streets. For collectors, the excitement lies not only in potential value, but also in the mystery of each coin's journey. Where it traveled, how many people used it, and how it managed to survive decades before finally appearing in a collection or a discovery video today. The 1967 France 20 centimes coin represents the later chapter of the classic French franc coinage and carries the same iconic design that collectors admire around the world. Just like the earlier issues, the coin features a proud motto, Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, a phrase that echoes the revolutionary ideals that shaped modern France. Beneath this motto, the large number 20 appears boldly, framed by beautifully engraved wheat branches that symbolize harvest, prosperity, and national strength. When this coin was produced in 1967, France was already entering a modern economic era filled with technological progress and social change. Yet the coin's design remained traditional and elegant, preserving a sense of historical continuity. People across the country use these coins for everyday purchases, buying bread from local bakeries, paying for public transportation, or exchanging them in busy city markets. At the time, no one imagined that decades later collectors would study these small pieces so closely. What makes the 1967 coin particularly interesting is its place near the end of a long monetary tradition. only a few decades later. The French franc would eventually disappear with the introduction of the euro in 2002, turning coins like the 20 centimes into relics of a previous financial system. As a result, collectors today see the 1967 issue as part of the closing era of classic French coinage. While many examples were minted, the number of coins that remain in excellent condition is far smaller because most circulated heavily for years. Scratches, worn edges, and faded lettering are common signs of a coin that spent decades in everyday use. When a collector discovers a coin from 1967 that still shows crisp details in a bright metallic tone, it immediately stands out. Enthusiasts carefully examine the date, lettering, and design elements to ensure the coin is genuine and well preserved. Occasionally, collectors also search for unusual minting variations or small production anomalies that can make a coin even more interesting. Although most examples of the 1967 20 centimes are valued mainly for their historical charm, rather than extreme rarity, the thrill of finding a well-preserved piece still excites collectors around the world. The coin serves as a reminder of the era before modern digital payments, when physical coins carried real purchasing power and moved constantly to the hands of millions of people. Today, when someone holds a 1967 20 centimes coin, they are not just holding an old piece of metal. They are holding a fragment of French economic history and a tangible connection to everyday life in Europe more than half a century ago.